Hi children, today I'll be teaching some time signature related questions. We are going to see how to group all these bars according to the time signature using rests. Okay, right. 4-4 stands for 4 crochet beats in a bar. So once you get this, write the breakdown. Each crochet has 2 quavers inside. Here they have given you one quiver, right? They have given you one quiver. Where did that quiver come from? This quiver is the first quiver coming from the first crochet bead. Therefore, to pair this, we will write another quiver rest over here on the third space. As a rest like this, like number 7, you write it on the third space, the rest like that. Then this beat is cut. Next we have to write this crochet rest, so I write it over here opposite of quiver rest, and thereafter you have one crochet beat here, so this also will get cut because already they have given. And next crochet beat you will write here as another crochet rest. That's the way you do this question. Next we will see the next time signature, that is 2 minim beads in a bar. Each minim has 2 crochets inside. Each crochets have 2 quavers inside. Therefore, 2 minims will have 8 quiver beads in it. Here they have given 1 crochet, so we can cut this crochet off. That means these 2 quavers are also cut. This dot represents the half of the previous node. That means crochet is value 1, dot is value half. So we cut this quiver which represents the dot. Therefore, we need to pair it with another quiver rest to make up that next crochet. Therefore, this crochet is cut. Therefore, the minim beat is cut. Next, I will draw a nice minim rest sleeping on the third line to make sure that I have my next minim beat over here. So, you draw the minim rest. Next question is 3-4. 3 crochet beads in a bar. Here in a 3 bead grouping we have to follow a rule. In a 3 bead grouping, the last 2 we can't join, only the first 2 we can join. In a 3 bead grouping, only first 2 we can join, last 2 we can't join. So here they have given the last crochet bead, so we will cut it, and according to the rules we can add the middle too. So we can write a minim rest over here on the third space. That is how you do these questions. Next question, 3-8 stands for 3 quiver beads in a bar. Out of that, 1 already they gave, so we have another 2. But in a 3 bead grouping, last 2 we can't add. In a 3 bead grouping, last 2 we can't add. Therefore, you must write this separately as 2 quiver beads. Next, 4-2 stands for 4 minim beads in a bar. Each minim will have 2 crochets in it. Out of that, 1 crochet is already given from the last, right? From behind we are coming, 1 crochet already given. So you have to pair it with another crochet rest. You have to pair it with another crochet rest. Therefore, this will get cut. This minim is cut. Next, we have to write another minim rest alone. And in a 4 bead grouping, you can add the first 2. In a 4 bead grouping, you can add the first 2, leave the last 2 alone. Main thing you can't do in a 4 bead grouping is you can't add the center 2 beads, right? You can't add the center 2 beads. So the first 2 I can add, and I will put a semi brief rest hanging from the 4th line. Okay, next question, 4-4. I will do this question here itself. 4-4 stands for 4 crochet beads in a bar. Here you have 1 crochet bead. This dot and the quiver will give you your next crochet bead. These 2 will give you your other crochet bead, and here you have a quiver. So here already 3 crochets are there. 4-4 means 4 crochet beads in a bar. So you write just another quiver rest to make this up your next crochet bead. Okay, next question, 2-4 stands for 2 crochet beads in a bar. Each crochet has 2 quavers in it. 1 quiver already given, so we will pair it with another quiver rest, so you will get your next crochet. After that, you will draw another crochet rest over here to cut your next crochet off. So that's the way you fill it. Next question, 4-2 stands for 4 minim beats in a bar. Here you can see they have given a minim. What have they done? They have added the first 2 beats and given you that semi-breve. Okay, next you have a crochet. Where did that crochet come? You have another 2 crochets over here. Out of that, 1 crochet already they gave. To pair up, we will write another crochet rest. Therefore, this minim is cut. Next, we will write the minim rest sleeping on the third line. Next question, 3-4, and it's an empty bar. Always remember, if they give you any time signature, it can be any simple time signature. If it's an empty bar, you write the whole bar rest, that is the semi-breve rest. Right? Whole bar rest is a semi-breve rest. Only for the time signature 4-2, that is 4 minim beats in a bar, you write the breve rest. Apart from that, for any time signature, the whole bar rest is the semi-breve rest. For any time signature, whole bar rest is the breve rest, that the semi-breve rest. That means where you have an empty bar. Next, 3-2. 3-2 means, children, 3 minim beats in a bar. 3-2 means 3 minim beats in a bar. Out of that, each minim will have 2 crochets inside. 1 crochet already they gave, so to pair up I am writing my next crochet rest. So this will get cut, this minim is cut. And you know, in a 3-beat grouping, you can't add the last 2. In a 3-beat grouping, you can't add the last 2. Only you can add the first 2. Therefore, the last 2 you can't add. You must write it as 2 separate minim beats. Last 2 you have to write it as 2 separate minim beats. Next question. So once you are done, please double check the answer. See, these 2 crochets will give you a minim. Here you have your other minim. There you have your next minim beat. Next, 4-4 stands for 4 crochet beads in a bar. Okay, inside each crochet you have 2 quavers. It's always advisable to write the breakdown and work. Here they have given you 1 quiver. So out of these 8 quavers, 1 quiver they gave you. So you have to pair up with another quiver rest. Then this is cut. Next you write the next crochet rest over here like this. And you can add up the last 2. You know, in a 4-beat rule, you can add the last 2. In a 4-beat rule, you can add the last 2. Leave the first 2 and you can add the last 2. So I have added the last 2. Main thing is, in a 4-beat rule, you can't add the center 2. In a 4-beat rule, you can't add the center 2. But you can add the first 2, you can add the last 2. So here, this will make 1 crochet. This will make your next crochet. And thereafter, you have your next minim beat giving your next 2 crochets. So there the time signature is fulfilled. Next you have 4-2, it's an empty bar. Always remember, for any time signature, if the bar is empty, if you don't have any notes inside the bar but you have a time signature, you put the whole bar rest, that is the semi-breve rest with value 4. But only for the time signature 4-2, 4 minim beats in a bar, we write the breve rest, something like this, the breve rest, a little tiny line like that, right? Okay, covering the third space, at a little small box like that you draw for as the breve rest. Count 8 beats. Okay, only for 4-2 whole bar rest is the breve rest. Next, C means common time. Common time means 4-4, right? So it has 4 crochet beads in a bar. Each has 2 quavers in it. Out of that, first quiver they have given from the first crochet beat, first quiver they gave. To pair up, I am writing my next quiver is, so this is cut, this beat is cut. This one I have to write alone as 1 crochet rest. Reason, I can't add the center 2. I know in my 4-beat rule I can only add the either the last 2 beats or the first 2 beats. This same rule applies for minims and 4-beat quavers too. So last 2 I can add. So I am writing a minim rest over here. This is how you do time signature related questions for grouping using rests. Now we will see some questions again related to time signatures on how you can add the time signature next to the clip. These are questions asking for add the correct time signature to each of these bars. Add the correct time signature to each of these bars. Right, let's see how we can work on this question. Right, so here I am only targeting simple time signatures, that is the time signatures having number 2, number 3, number 4 as the top figure. You can see this chart of time signatures, right? For crotchets, simple duple time signature is 2 4, triple 3 4, quadruple 4 4, 4 crochet beads in a bar. Minims duple is 2 2, 2 minim beads in a bar, triple 3 2, 3 minim beads in a bar, quadruple 4 2, 4 minim beads in a bar. Quavers, duple is 2 8, 2 quiver beads in a bar, triple 3 8, 3 quiver beads in a bar, quadruple 4 8, 4 quiver beads in a bar. Right, that's how these time signatures are formed. Using these time signatures only we are going to do these questions, right? Okay. So now we are going to see how we can group this and get our proper time signature. These two will give a crochet, these two will give a crochet, here you have another crochet, these two together will give you your next crochet. You know this dot represents half because this is 1, half is represented by a dot. Previous notes half. So this is half plus half is 1. So there are 4 crochet beads in a bar. You know according to our time signature chart, who has 4 crochet beads? 4 4 has 4 crochet beads. So neatly you will write the time signature there. Next you have 4 separate quiver beads over here. So what is that from? That is 4 8. You can write 4 8 over here. Or else you can also add it as one crochet, another crochet and write 2 4 also. That's also okay. But here we will choose 4 8. Next question, 2 quiver beads in a bar. Who has 2 quiver beads in a bar? 2 8 has 2 quiver beads in a bar. Next question, these two will make a crochet, these 2 quivers will make a crochet, these 2 quivers will make a crochet. Total you have 3 crochets. Who has 3 crochet beads in a bar? 3 4 has 3 crochet beads in a bar. Next here you have 1 crochet, these two together another crochet. Who has 2 crochet beads in a bar? 2 4 has 2 crochet beads in a bar. 2 minim beads in a bar. Who has that? 2 has 2 minim beads in a bar. So you will write it. Next you have 1 crochet here, these two together another one, this is another one, here another one. 4 crochet beads in a bar. 4 4. Here you have a minim, here also you have a minim rest, that's again a minim value. 2 minim beads in a bar. Who has that? 2 2. Right? Next 3 quavers are here. Who has 3 quavers? 3 8 has 3 quavers. Right? Important thing you have to understand here is the base will tell you what type of bead. In every key time signature, the bottom number will tell you what type of bead it is. 4 at the base will tell you this is crochet beads. 2 at the base number will tell you it is minim beads. 8 at the base number will tell you it's quiver beads. How many beads are there is referred by the top number. How many crochets are there? 2 crochets are there. How many minims are there? 2 minims are there. How many quavers are there? 2 quavers are there. How many quavers are there? 3 quavers are there. How many minims are there? 4 minims are there. Like that. Bottom number will tell you the type of bead. 4 will tell you it's crochet. 2 will tell you it's minim. 8 will tell you it's quavers. Top number will tell you how many are there. The number. Right, next one we will see crochet. These two together another crochet. These two together another crochet. 3 crochets. So 3 4. Next here you have a minim. These two will give you a crochet. These two will give you a crochet. 2 crochets will give you a minim. And inside a semi brief you have another 2 minims. So 1 2 3 4. 4 minim beads in a bar. Who has that? 4 2 has 4 minim beads in a bar. Next one, 3 quavers are there. Who has 3 quavers? 3 8 has 3 quavers. This is the way you do questions related to adding the correct time signature for the given bars. I hope you understood.